As we begin another Shabbat, I invite you to leave the stresses and the worries that you have about the world around us outside as you stay safe at home. I invite you to take a deep breath, let it out slowly. Take another deep breath. Let it out slowly. We welcome Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to another stay-at-home Shabbat service. I'm glad you're joining me again at home. I'm glad that you are home and safe, and I hope that we will be able to see each other again soon. I wanted to let you know that if you want to join us in the morning services, we have again started having morning services, only you need to sign up for Zoom. So go to the B'nai Zion Congregation.org homepage, look for media, look for Zoom, and fill out the form there, and we will send you access and instructions on how to access the morning services. We will have Torah study in the morning at 9:45, and then a service that starts around 11 a.m., and that's all Central Time. So we know we have people from far and wide who are joining us. We look forward to joining you all Shabbat, every Shabbat, whenever it's convenient for you to watch. Thank you for joining with us. As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we give light to all who behold us. As their brightness As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Let there be joy, let there be light, let there be peace, let there be Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Bore pori hagafen. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You call us to holiness with the mitzvah of Shabbat, the sign of your love, a reminder of your creative work and of our liberation from Egyptian bondage, our day of days. On Shabbat especially, we hearken to your call to serve you as a holy. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of Shabbat. L'chaim. Bless each other. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Keep and remember a single command the only God caused us to hear. The eternal is one, God's name is one, for honor and glory and praise. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Come with me to meet Shabbat. Forever a fountain of blessing. Still it flows as from the start, the last of days for which the first was made. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Awake, awake, your light has come. Arise, shine, awake, and sing. Awake, awake, your light has come. The Eternal's glory dawns upon you. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Enter in peace, O crown of your. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Beloved, O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness and of the impulse within us for justice and mercy, we pray that this hour of worship may be one of vision and inspiration. Help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary of our homes in search and in need, all who bring to this place the offering of their hearts. May our worship here lead us to fulfill our words with intention. We have come together by staying apart to strengthen our bonds with our people Israel. Like Jews of generations past, we celebrate the grandeur of creation. Like Jews of every age, we echo our people's ancient call for justice. Our celebration is a sharing of memory and hope. We are Jews, but each of us is unique. We stand apart and alone, with differing feelings and insights. And yet we are not entirely alone and separate, for we are children of one people and one heritage. Our celebration unites many separate selves into a single chorus. And we are one in search of life's meaning. All of us know despair and exaltation. All bear burdens. All have moments of weakness and times of strength. All sing songs of sorrow and love. May our celebration bring us strength along our way. In this circle of hope, in the presence of the sacred, may the heart come to know itself and its best, finding a fresh impulse to love the good. May our celebration lead us to work for the good, and may this Shabbat give strength to us, to our people Israel, and to all the world. It is good, it is pleasant when brothers and sisters live together. It may sometimes be complicated, but it is good that we have each other. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Many are the generations of Israel, and in every age we have sought the living God through Sabbath rest and worship. This time and place hold the power to increase our joy in the eternal. O God, even as we seek you in our home sanctuaries, help us to know that your glory fills all space. Make us understand that you are with us at all times, if we but open our minds to you. We feel the presence of your Spirit in our homes and on our ways. We see the beauty of your creation in mountain, sea, and sky, and in the human form. We hear you in the silence of our own hearts, speaking the truths the heart knows. May we be your witness to the world, your messenger to all the earth. May we show forth your image within us, the divine spark that makes us human. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, בעלמא דברה חירותה, וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן, יהא שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני Hamevorach, Baruch Adonai Hamevorach leolam vaed. As day departs, as the dark of night descends, we lift our eyes to the heavens. In awe and wonder, our hearts cry out, Eternal God, how majestic is your name in all the earth. A vast universe, who can know it? What mind can fathom it? We look out to the endless suns and ask, what are we? What are our dreams and our hopes? What are we that you are mindful of us? What are we that you should care for us? And yet, within us abides a measure of your spirit. You are remote, but oh, how near, ordering the stars in the vast solitudes of the dark, yet whispering in our minds that you are closer than the air we breathe. For you have made us little less than divine and crowned us with glory and honor. With love and awe we turn to you, and in the dark of evening we seek the light of your presence. One and only God, you have made each of us unique and formed us to be united in one family of life. Be with us, Eternal One, as we seek to unite our lives with your power and your love. We proclaim now your oneness and our own hope for unity. We acclaim your creative power in the universe and in ourselves, the law that binds world to world and heart to heart. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malachuto Leolam Va'ed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem Emet. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words, which I command you this day, upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness, a world waiting still to be redeemed, give us, O source of good, the courage to say, There is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and your love. From Egypt, the house of bondage, we were delivered. At Sinai, amid peals of thunder, we bound ourselves to your purpose. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, we survived oppression and exile, time and again, overcoming the forces that would have destroyed us. Our failings are many, our faults are great, yet it has been our glory to bear witness to our God and to keep alive, in dark ages, the vision of a world redeemed. May this vision never fade. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we sing with one accord, as Moses, Miriam, and Israel sang at the shores of the sea.
Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamota leda b'kodesh, norati hilot osef ele, norati hilot osef ele. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Eternal God, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up to find our hearts waiting to do your will. We praise you, Guardian of Israel, whose love gives light to all the world. O God of Israel, may our worship on this day help us to grow in loyalty to our covenant with you and to the way of life it demands, the way of gentleness and justice, the path of truth and of peace.
Vishameru v'nei Yisrael ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Prayer invites God to let the divine presence suffuse our spirits, to let the divine will prevail in our lives. Prayer cannot bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, v'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevii Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'Ezrat Sarah.
Source of all being, we turn to you, as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens. Source of all being, we turn to you, as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens. They felt you in their hearts. They sought you in their lives. Now their quest is ours. Help us, O God, to celebrate the wonder of being. Give us the courage to search for truth. Teach us the path to a better life. So shall we, by our lives and our labors, bring nearer to realization the great hope inherited from ages past for a world transformed by liberty, justice, and peace. Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good. You are the source of life and blessing. Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children. You are the support of the falling. Help us to lift up the fallen. You are the author of freedom. Help us to free the captive. You are our hope in death as in life. Help us to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust. Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good. You are Kadosh, holy. Your name is Kadosh, holy, and those who strive to be Kadoshim, holy, declare your glory day by day. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We praise you, Eternal One, the Holy God.
ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת קורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת קורא עונג שבת מקדשי שבי שבת כולם יספעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת קורא עונג שבת והשבי רצית בו וקידשת שבת חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת קורא עונג שבת זכר למעשה למעשה וראשית שבת, זכר למעשה וראשית שבת, ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת, קורא עונג שבת.
God of Israel, may our worship on this Sabbath bring us near to all that is high and holy. May it bind the generations in bonds of love and sharing, and unite us with our people in common hope and faith. And through Sabbath rest and worship, may we learn to find fulfillment and joy in the vision of peace for all the world. You are with us in our prayer, in our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble and pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Eternal source of good, we give thanks for the numberless gifts and blessings that fill our days, for life itself and its endless variety, for all that sustains body and mind, for love and friendship, for the delights of the senses, and for the excellence of your Torah, which deepens our life and enriches our days. Teach us, God of wonders, to work for a just and compassionate society, where all may share your gifts in the joy of freedom.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech Adon v'kol Shalom, ki atahu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim le'olam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'kol et u'b'kol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country, that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May content reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. We praise you, O God, the source of peace. The words that we've been saying up until now are words that tradition has given us. At this point in our service, we say the words that are in our own heart, or you can read the prayer that we have on this slide. We pray silently. Yihiu leratson, may the words of my mouth, imre fi vehegyon libi, and the meditations of my heart, lefanecha, be acceptable to you. Lefanecha, be acceptable to you. Adonai Tzuri, O God, my rock, Tzuri v'gohali, my rock and my redeemer. Adonai Tzuri, God my rock, v'gohali, and redeemer. I found this top meditation especially inspiring during this pandemic. If we could pray as if everything depended on God, but if we could act as if everything depended on you, I think that this world could be a better place. And that if we would rise then from prayer better persons, obviously then our prayer has been answered. At this point in our service, we fulfill the commandment of counting the Omer. We say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Praised are you, our eternal God, sovereign of the universe, who has made us holy with your mitzvot and commanded us about counting the Omer. Hayom tisha yamim shehem shavua echad Ushnei Yamim LaOmer. Today is the 9th day, making 1 week and 2 days of the Omer. At this time in our service, our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating, and we of course think about those who are suffering or who died from the COVID-19 pandemic. I show you the numbers that existed as of earlier today. In Caddo Parish, we currently showed that we had 1,220 confirmed cases and 56 deaths. You can see how that compared to last week. I have bolded this week's. All 64 parishes in Louisiana are now reporting cases, confirmed cases of COVID-19. In Bossier Parish, we have 230 confirmed cases with 11 deaths. In Louisiana, we have 23,118 confirmed cases with 1,213 deaths already in our state. You'll notice the numbers that changed about how many people have been hospitalized. 1,868 this week right now, and 363 are on ventilators.
So that number has gone down for each of those, for those who are hospitalized in Louisiana right now. In the United States, this week we have 690,279 confirmed cases with over 36,000 deaths in the United States. But remember that over 57,000 have recuperated in the United States. Worldwide, this week total, we have over 2,200,000 confirmed cases with over 150,000, almost 151,000 deaths worldwide. And worldwide, we are showing that 564,000, more than that, have recuperated. These numbers are changing constantly. Our prayers are with everyone who is suffering and everyone who is trying to keep them safe and everyone who is trying to keep themselves safe. If you have people for whom you would like to be praying, I invite you to hold them in your hearts, and we all say together, "O God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health." Mi shebeirach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. We add El Na Rafa Na Lahem. God, please heal, please them. El Na Rafa Na Lahem. God, please heal, please them. It was the prayer that Moses said when his sister Miriam was stricken. And it has become our tradition to add a prayer on behalf of our military, police, firefighters, EMTs, the doctors, the nurses, and our veterans of these professions and callings, as we say, Mishaberach avotenu ve'imotenu, may the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we've entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom, protecting us, or healing us in this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they have been called to serve. Give them courage to succeed and strength to persevere. May they return home safely, and let us say, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Some of you have found my blog online, and I have just added this to it, and I'd like to share it with you today. I call this To Me or Not to Me. And I wonder, what's the best way to take care of yourself? I spoke with someone the other day who felt that since they were not in any of the high-risk categories, they were okay with going to the store when they wanted, and they didn't need to wear gloves or mask because they weren't worried about dying from this virus. I explained that they should be thinking about the possibility that they may even get it and be not symptomatic, which would be the best possible scenario for them to be afflicted by this. Wouldn't it be wonderful if most of the people in the world who are exposed to the virus get the virus but never have symptoms at all? They get past it and never even knew they had it until one day at a doctor's visit when they're checking for regular blood work like cholesterol and blood sugar, they find out that they have COVID-19 because of the test that they did and that now they're immune. That would be an amazing part of this story if that were true. Despite the fact that I worry about anyone getting it all, if this is what it would be like for most people, that would be wonderful. And it could be a true story. However, many people who are exposed to this virus are having terrible reactions to it. Breathing problems with lungs being compromised in ways that last long after the rest of the symptoms are gone. Fever that won't go away for weeks, and many, many people die. If you are one of the people who are asymptomatic but a carrier, you absolutely can be the cause of someone else dying by exposing them to the virus. Right now, the experts are saying that the best way to avoid that is to avoid any situation where you may possibly come in contact with other people. If we're in contact with others, stay a safe distance and wear a mask. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap and water. Don't touch your face. It's an incredibly easy way not to be responsible for someone else's death or your own. You've already heard all that. Although some people don't seem to realize that even if they feel great, they can be the cause of someone else's death. In Jewish tradition, there are two quotes that remind us to take care of ourselves. One is, Bishvili nivra ha'olam, which means, for my sake was the world created. I loved that quote as a teenager, and I made a little wall hanging of it. I look at it every day. The Talmud teaches that we should keep that quote, for my sake was the world created, on our lips at all times. But in our pockets, we should have a little piece of paper that says, from dust did I come, and to dust shall I return. When I thought about the world being created, for me, it wasn't about power, empowerment, or selfishness. It meant something like, my experience of the world is through my eyes. If you and I meet and speak to each other, then walk away from each other, the world follows me. I see the birds and the clouds from my perspective. I also realize that everyone else does too. We are each made B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God, and have the potential of seeing the world in awesome and meaningful ways. If I was seeing the world through my eyes, and the world was created for my sake, then I had a responsibility to do what I can to take care of that world and keep it holy. The other quote that you hear me say very often is by Rabbi Hillel, Im einani li mili, uchshe'ani la'atzmi ma'ani, ve'im lo achshav ve'im matai. If I'm not for myself, who will be for me? If I'm for myself alone, what am I? And if not now, when? But for this, I want to focus on the first part. If I'm not for myself, who will be for me? I often find that I'm so consumed with taking care of the world that I forget to take care of me. What does that even look like? How do I do that? One way I'm reminded to do it is like sleep enough, or eat healthy, or exercise. But who had time? Make time. We are obligated to take care of ourselves. I also believe that I am not alone in this world. And if my world includes other people, I am obligated to take care of them, to take care of you. I urge you to stay safe. Try not to be in places where there are other people at all. This is a temporary situation. We're blessed to have phones and other technology to keep in contact while staying away. We can even shop without ever being near another person. It is amazing. If you take care of yourself in this way, you are also taking care of others and your world, my world. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom. Thank you again for joining us for the online Shabbat evening service. I miss seeing all of you, and Jerry and I miss being in person with the Friday Shabbat service regulars as well. I hope that you and all your family are holding up and doing as well as possible given the circumstances. I keep telling Martin and Palmer that despite the challenges we all have, that we are more lucky than most and that we are still blessed in many ways. I very much look forward to being able to see you and to pray together with you in person before too much longer. The B'nai Zion office is checking all mail, email, and phone calls. If you have any business for the office, please try to take care of it from home. If there is something where you need to come to the office, please call ahead and let us know. We are obviously not having any gatherings in person, but there are many services and other things online that can still keep us connected. Shabbat Torah study tomorrow will be at 9:45 a.m. and the service at 11. Both will be via Zoom. In order to participate, please go to the B'nai Zion media page and use the form to request the Zoom access. You only need to request the access information once for tomorrow's Zoom events. Religious school and Hebrew school will be having classes this week. The families will hear from Barbara or their teachers about how to access their online class information. The shredding truck that was originally scheduled for this week is postponed until after the stay-at-home orders have been lifted. We will not be meeting this Sunday for the Holocaust Remembrance Service. However, at 3 p.m., the winners for middle school essay competition and the high school prose, poetry, art, and music winners will be posted on the Holocaust Remembrance Service website and the Facebook pages. Thank you very much to everyone who made donations to the Federation to help provide awards to the students, teachers, and schools who participated. If you want to donate, there are donation links on the Federation website and the Facebook pages. Bethany and the rabbi thoughtfully had the normal pulpit flowers delivered to our house this week so you could see them while I read the announcements. Donations were made to B'nai Zion for the pulpit flowers in honor of staying safe at home by B'nai Zion Sisterhood and in loving memory of Miriam Sklar by Howard Sklar and family.
We continue our service as we turn to page 148. As the ark is open, I ask you to please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. You spread out the heavens and established the earth. You are our God, there is none else. In truth, you alone are our sovereign God, as it is written, know then this day and take it to heart. The Eternal One is God in the heavens above and on the earth below. There is none else. Eternal God, we face the morrow with hope made stronger by the vision of your deliverance, a world where poverty and war are banished, where injustice and hate are gone. Teach us more and more to respond to the pain of others, to heed your call for justice, that we may bring nearer the day when all the world shall be one. On that day, the age-old dream shall come true. On that day, O God, you shall be one, and your name shall be one. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo When the ark is closed, you may be seated. At this time in our service, we acknowledge the people who are the first responders, who run into dangerous situations and make the ultimate sacrifice doing so. We acknowledge that there have been 15 people in our military in the United States that have died this year. We have lost 45 police officers, including this week, police officer Jose Fontanes. He died as a result of contracting COVID-19 while he was on duty. He was 53 years old, and he served for 29 years in the Boston Police Department. We remember Deputy Sheriff Jeremy Ledoux. He was 29 years old, and he served with the Charleston County Sheriff's Office for 14 months. We lost the Chief of Police, Robert Seelock. He was a United States Navy veteran. He served with the Aliquippa Police Department in Pennsylvania for 23 years. He was 49 years old. We lost the Chief of Police, Terry Angle. He was 57 years old. He served in Illinois with the Hampton Police Department for more than 2 years, after having served with the Black Hawk College Police Department for 35 years. And we lost Sergeant Clifford Martin, who also died as a result of contracting COVID-19 while on duty. He was 50 years old, and he served with the Chicago Police Department for 25 years. We have lost 2 K-9 officers this year. We've lost 21 firefighters, including Franklin Williams of the Detroit Fire Department. He was 57 years old, and he contracted COVID-19 from working with another firefighter who had subsequently tested positive for the virus. We lost firefighter John Scoffstall. He contracted COVID-19 while on duty from working with another firefighter who had subsequently tested positive for the virus. He was 41 years old, and he served in Terre Haute, Indiana. We've also lost many healthcare workers. Nationally, it does not seem that there's an organization that's reliably collecting this data currently. Earlier in this month, we knew that there were already over 100 people who were healthcare workers who had died in the world. If we can collect those names and those data, we will send them to you and get them to you. But at this time, our hearts go out to those families. We hope that they are comforted in knowing that we are always grateful that they are around to serve us and to protect us. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. We include also all those who died from this terrible COVID-19 disease. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. I invite you to take a moment of remembering. We read this on the Shabbat before Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day. This year, on the Jewish calendar, that falls on Tuesday. We have lived
in numberless towns and villages. In too many of them we have endured cruel suffering. Some we have forgotten. Others are sealed into our memory, a wound that does not heal. 100 generations of victims and martyrs, and still their blood cries out from the earth. And so many at Dachau, at Buchenwald, at Babi Yar, and what can we say? What can we do? How bear the unbearable, or accept what life has brought to our people? All who are born must die, but how shall we compare the slow passage of our time with the callous slaughter of the innocent, cut off before their time? They lived with faith, not all, but many, and surely many died with faith, faith in God, in life, in the goodness that even flames cannot destroy. May we find a way to the strength of that faith, that trust, that sure sense that life and soul endure beyond this body's death. They have left their lives to us. Let a million prayers rise whenever Jews worship. Let a million candles glow against the darkness of these unfinished lives. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. We now recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. If you have lost anyone in the past month, in the past Shloshim, I invite you to think about them. We remember Linda Kesselman. And we remember congregants' parents who died within this past year. We remember Claire Anthony, Lucy Branis, Isabel Posner, Carol Ginsberg, Johnny Engelbert, Dean Thomas Pratt, Lewis Carroll. And as we remember those who died at this season in years past, we take them into our hearts with our own. Those for whom we're observing Yortzeit this week include Morris Anisman, Isidore Friedman, Salome Gardspain, Louis Golden, Alfred Grossman, Nathan Levi, Clara L. Lieber, Zell E. Lipson, Nellie Schwartz, Larry Shirley, Miriam Sklar, and Charles Zelinsky. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled. Loving God, we rise as together we praise your name. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. Zichronam levracha, may their memories be for blessing, as we say together, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shemei Rabbah mevarach la'alam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
For our closing song, we will sing about how beautiful this day is, a day of Sabbath peace. For our closing song, we will sing about how beautiful this day is, a day of Sabbath peace. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hopefully you are about to enjoy a delicious Shabbat dinner after our service. So we make sure that you get to say Amotzi over the challah. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for soft bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'tehavon. Enjoy. Thank you for worshiping with us. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you. May God protect you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the light of God's face shine upon you, be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face always be lifted up to you. I like to think that God has something that God looks up to you about. And may God grant you peace. Shabbat Shalom. Be safe. Stay home. Shabbat Shalom.